Come, mortals. Enter my realm, if you dare.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Thank you for joining me today, and I gotta say, this is the big one. The one we were all waiting for. Somehow, even further Hildibrand quests. I don't know how they are gonna do this, but I can't wait. So we unlocked the series here at Razed with the excitable youth. I think I've seen him before. But either way, we have the sleeping gentleman. The pugnant Lalafell can scarcely conceal his excitement. Wait, I know you. We met in Kugane. You're that stone-cold killer I asked to look after the love of my life. What's that look for? Surely you haven't forgotten me. You and me, we had a moment, a connection. Not like the one I got with her, of course, but I know I left an impression. Frankly, considering how many blows to the head I've taken, I'm lucky I haven't forgotten my own name. But yeah, I remember you, that creepy little bastard who smells like cheese and followed Nashu to Kugane after stalking her for over 5 years. I'm surprised that it took them until Kugane to actually introduce this guy, but hey. Hey, there's nothing creepy about my love. It's as pure as pristine waters of a forest stream. Fair point about the cheese stink, though. But enough about me. This is about Ms. Nashu. Ever since she got sucked into that weird portal back east, I've been scouring the world for any sign of her. I was this close to giving up, but then, huzzah! I found her here in Razed. Normally I'd be happy to get back into playing the silent invisible guardian, but she seems pretty distressed by the plight of her inspector friend. He's here too, but laid up and showing no signs of waking anytime soon. My Nashu has been fashioning all sorts of medicines in hopes of rousing him, but to no avail. I mean, I couldn't care less if he kicked the bucket, but I hate seeing her like this. She's liable to work herself to death. So what say you? Will you deliver my dearest Nashu from her plight? You'll find her over at the High Crucible, no doubt slaving over in Elbik. And with that, I'll get back to cheering her on from the shadows. You too, I guess. Now go, quickly. Save my beloved. Okay. I don't know what to think of this. I really don't know what they were thinking when they put like a creepy little stalker in. I really don't get it. But Nashu's in trouble, as well as Hildibrand, it seems, so I think it's quite clear that his soul isn't there anymore and somehow got sucked to the first. I mean, if you played through like the Hero's Gauntlet, then you have a very good idea of what might have happened. So I guess we're gonna find out the whole story here. Now that should do it. Now to take this medicine and... Poor Claire, it feels like it's been forever! Though definitely less than a year, I'm sure. You sure about that? I feel like it's been more like 2 to 3 years. What brings you to Razed? Enjoying a spot of adventuring, or perhaps... And you've heard. It's true. Inspector Hildibrand's gone into hibernation again, and... Oh wait, you're giving me that look. The one that screams, what about the whole weird portal business? Alright, since you silently asked. So, back on the Ruby Sea, remember how Greg got doused with dew prism and was forced to whisk us all far away? Yes, I remember that. I really want to know what happened. How that strange rift then opened up and the inspector then got sucked up into, and how I followed him in after that? Well, after that, we all ended up in this bizarre place. Couldn't tell up from down, left from right, and so we wandered, lost and confused. Fortunately, Greg came back to his senses and explained that we were in the interspectoral rift, and then used the same trick to bring us home. Greg himself stayed behind, though. Something about a score that he had to settle. Not sure what that was about, but hey, you know Greg. I had a feeling it has to do with Bart's or something. Anyway, we're back now, but the rub is that the Inspector Hildibrand hasn't opened his eyes once. I know he needs his beauty sleep. It's been an awfully long time, and we've got cases to solve. I've been trying my hand at apothecary stuff, seeing as I can't make something that'll get him up and moving, but nothing seems to work. But I think we're making progress. Me and Mr. Chupacabra from the Sakasoka concern, that is. You remember Mr. Chupacabra, right? Got sucked into the rift along with us. Former evil mastermind. Not so bad once you get to know him. I think he's just probably so happy to be out of that place that he's turned a new leaf. Wouldn't surprise me, that's usually what happens. Oh, well, speak of the devil. Pleased I am to meet you once more, and under less compromising circumstances. If I may correct our mutual friend, I am Chupacabra, chairman of Sendajarata Concern. Your distressful and somewhat bloodthirsty glare is not unwarranted, but in my defense, who among us has not contemplated enslaving the rich and powerful to bend the world to their whim? I pray you forgive my poor joke, and allow me to assure you that after wandering the interdimensional rift for the sisters only know how long, I am a changed man. Naturally, I understand that words alone would not suffice to absolve me of my sins, thus since my return I have operated a humble apothecary that caters to the needs of one and all. Furthermore, I made arrangements for Miss Nashu's workshop. Rest assured that I will spare no effort in helping her see Inspector Hildibrand awaken and return to full health. Well, that seems nice, but with that, if you would excuse me, I must see to other business. Okay, there's no way he's up to anything good. Isn't he the nicest ex-villain you've ever met? Ah, but that's right, I had just finished my latest medicine. I've got high hopes for this new recipe. I mean, if his soul's not there, medicine might not do us any good. We have to go and find his soul. Really? Well, you've seen all kinds of amazing things in your travels, so maybe you'll be able to tell what's wrong with the inspector if you get a look at him yourself. He's resting in a room up in Kama. Let's go. Oh, look, there's a whole set of Nashu delights, like, all of them just sitting right there. Yeah, I can still see them on the crate. How much do you want to bet that she must have used, like, a bunch of explosives when she realized he wasn't waking up? As for Mr. Chupacabra, I know his real name, but I like what Nashu calls him, Mr. Chupacabra. Very appropriate. But he's definitely up to something. I'm not entirely sure what. I mean, I would have thought that he would have been more than happy to turn over a new leaf in exchange for being sent home. Let's see. Let us see. Well. That's a nice bed. Isn't this room nice? Mr. Chupacabra is taking care of everything. Even paid the rent in full. But I'm distracting you, aren't I? You need to concentrate while you examine the inspector, yes? Oh, really? We're doing this now. Study the sleeping Hildibrand. Well, at least he's not found sleeping in the dirt like he usually is. The exquisite buckles of the stylish footwear are designed unique to House Manderville. These shoes would most certainly fetch a small fortune in the markets. Are you thinking of just stealing them? Seriously, Claire? His arm. Rippling muscles bespeak impressive strength, while smooth skin suggests that only on the rarest of occasions does the man resort to violence. And yet he's the byproduct of it. Troublingly, his limbs are stiff and cool to the touch, as if the blood runs cold in his veins. Rugged features belittle what is, at closer glance, the sensitive mien of a cultured gentleman. While he still breathes, he appears to be locked in a deep slumber. The inspector's condition is disturbingly reminiscent of the scions who were summoned to the first for a time. Oh, come on. He couldn't have fallen asleep that quickly. Oh, finished already? Any theories as to what's wrong with the inspector? Soulless husk. I suspect that he may have been summoned to another reflection. I see. I mean, I don't, but that's what you're supposed to say at times like this. I know that much. How do we wake him up? Well, it's kind of complicated. Return his soul to his body? But where did it go, and what is it doing there? Judgment of darkness as you do. I think it's gone to another world, wholly unlike ours, but still slightly like ours. It's a world of contrasts. Just think of it as like stepping through the mirror, I guess. I see. Right. So you can go there. Great! In that case, I'll leave the soul searching to you. I'm sure it goes without saying, but once you've arrived in this otherworldly world, look for a place that smells of mystery and intrigue, and chat with people there. That's standard Agents of Enquiry protocol. Oh, and since this is Inspector Hildibrand we're talking about, don't be surprised if you find him asleep or haven't forgotten a thing or two. But not to worry, I prepared my traditional medicine, just in case. Don't hesitate to use it, and with that, do take care out there. And of course, her brand of medicine is probably a bomb. Oh, Nashu, don't ever change. When in doubt, use Nashu's delights to blow the cobwebs right out. The inspector will thank you after, I'm sure. Well, I mean, you are all too quick to resort to violence, but that's what I like about you, Nashu. And besides, I mean, this is Hildibrand. He's not gonna die that easily. I mean, he survived a trip to Dalamoon and back without a scratch, apparently. I mean, sure, he hit his head pretty hard and he thought that he was a zombie overlord for a couple of years, but hey, I feel like that is a small price to pay for a trip to Dalamoon and back. Okay, so what do we do? The Wandering Stairs. Alright, so let's go to the Wandering Stairs. Start with the closest here. Oh, I wonder if we'll see Reun here. I'm sure she'll get a kick out of seeing Inspector Hildibrand. Like her and Gaia. That would be so much fun. Welcome back, friend. I'd offer you a pint, but my barman sense tells me that's not why you're here. How did you tell? You know, it's nice that we're back in the first. We really don't have an occasion to come here so often. So this friend of yours has gone missing. Sorry to hear that, but plenty of travel has passed through these parts. Could you describe the fellow to me? Hume, burly, wears a monocle, well-meaning idiot. He's an idiot, but a well-meaning idiot. Yes, that does sound familiar. Mind you, I didn't see him myself, but I do believe that one of our bounty hunters spied such a man when you were all battling that horde of spectral warriors. Okay, it's gotta be it. Oh, Giant! Giant, come here a moment. There's someone who wants a word with you. Not so. Make it quick. This ale isn't gonna drink itself. If it ain't Claire, what bring you back to our neck of the woods? Funny how she's talking to Claire. That's funny, she's talking to Claire and immediately she sobers up. Now you mention it, I did see someone like that. Back there on the battlefield after you ran off to do more hero work. At first I thought he was just going to attack me like the rest of the Spirit Whatsits, but no, he just stood there, striking a pose, trying to scare or seduce me. Damned if I could tell. Still, he was glowing and I wasn't about to take any chances, so I said, "Hey, piss off, ghost," and sent him packing. Oh, Geod, how I love you. Did he die, you ask? To which I say, what am I, a Chirurgeon? Also, I've kept my mug waiting long enough. Good talk! I love her, I really do. Could it be the Warrior of Darkness? Who is this? Lena? I hope it's Lena. Oh, wait, I know you two! I thought that was your voice, but was convinced my ears were playing tricks on me. It's good to see you again. Didn't mean to eavesdrop, but we overheard you discussing the renegade poser. We've been searching for him for some time now. There's been sightings in Lakeland, you see, but Nod and I have been tasked with getting to the bottom of it. We've little in the way of useful information, though. All we know is that he appears without warning and strikes a disturbing pose. Does not cause any harm if you discount the shock of a strange man gesturing in your general direction, that is. Nevertheless, we're worried his behavior may escalate. Have you been tasked with apprehending the miscreants as well? Not quite, Bernard. Claire's come back to track down a missing friend. Well, yeah. Well, wouldn't call him a friend. Well, I don't really know. Your miscreant, I regret to say, might be my friend. It sounds like him, anyway. If the man you're looking for might be one of the same, why not work together? Between the three of you, you're bound to have better luck. It'd be an honor and a great help. You're just about to leave to gather in testimony as it happens. Come and join us in Solon when you finish here. We'll solve this mystery in no time. Ah, Hildibrand, just what are you up to? Let's just go straight to Fort Job. You know, I really hope that they have more use for the first. I mean, Shadowbringers was an amazing game. You will never tell me otherwise. The sad thing is that we don't have many reasons to go back to the first anymore. I mean, we do have, like, the spare quests here and there, but once you get all those done, is there really a point coming here other than the beautiful scenery? Well, I guess we do have, like, the hunt trains, but again, that's pretty much it. So I really do hope that they have reasons for us to be able to go back to the first from time to time. Like in Endwalker, when Graha suggested that we go back to the first, I really did like that idea. It's just a little bit sad that we didn't get to spend too much time there because we were heading straight off to another place, which was about 10,000 years into the past. Oh, time travel. How do I describe time travel in games? I could go into a whole rant about time travel, so I'm just going to stop it right there before I completely go all lore into it. Anyway, let's find some witnesses. Here we go. Did I see him? You bet I did. I was crossing through the forest of the Lost Shepherd on my way to deliver fish to the Ostel Imperative. Out of nowhere, this odd man leapt out in front of me. I thought he was a bandit at first, but then he abruptly turned to the side, curled his neck, and put his fist to his head as if to say, I don't know. It was baffling. I ran when I realized he wasn't going to do anything else. Probably a smart move. It's really all you can do. Sullen Elder. Oh, that fellow. I saw him the other day on the way home from Clearmelt. I'd enjoyed one too many libations after my bath and ended up wandering off into the forest. Before I knew it, the sun was dipping low and the sky turning dark, and I was beginning to wonder if I'd ever make it home. Then I felt a gentle tug at my arm. And wouldn't you believe it, this odd-looking man led me out of the forest and sent me back on the road. I thanked him profusely, but he said nothing in reply, just struck his pose and walked off. So, I mean, he's still helping people. And they both say the forest, so he's in the forest of the Lost Shepherd. Sure we'll find him eventually. Why, yes, I saw someone like that when I was out picking mushrooms in the forest. He even spoke to me. I was repulsed at first by his form, but he only wanted to warn me that fell beasts lurk in the forest and that I should be wary. Contrary to appearances, I'd say he was actually quite gentlemanly. Oh, man. Of course. Of course, Hildy. Funny how gentleman appears to be the only word that people want to describe him as, no matter what world he's in. Finished questioning the locals, have you? Were you able to learn anything? Yes, they all say he's in the forest. Only has the poser caused no harm. He's even helped people? So he's a gentleman, albeit a suspicious one. Something of a contradiction, you might say, but there's no reason to doubt what we heard. Everyone seems to encounter him in the forest of the Lost Shepherd, right? Then that's where we'll look next, shall we? Oh, this is gonna be hilarious, isn't it? It's gonna be hilarious. I'm terrified now. How are we gonna be reintroduced into him after... How long has it been? Like 3 years? 2.5 years at least. Probably around 3 years. Because the last time we saw him was in Kugane back in Stormblood. And I made a joke about that before, like, because there was a lot of humor in Endwalker. That's what happens when you go without Hildibrand for so long. On the other hand, some folk might argue a suspicious gentleman is more dangerous than a man more blatant in his villainy. This gentlemanliness could well be a ruse to mask all kinds of evil intentions. Well, too bad for... Well, luckily for us, he's terrible at being bad. Well, here we are, but how exactly are we supposed to begin our search? These woods are, well, woods. Oh no. Don't tell me. Don't tell me we're don't. I see where this is going. Got a plan, do you? Far be it from me to doubt the warrior of darkness. Show us what you got in mind and we'll back you up to the best of our ability. Oh no, no. Oh. Please, no. I knew it. No way. It was stupid enough back in a realm reborn. I'm sorry, I can't help but laugh. Oh my god. Oh, I should have seen this coming. Well, it's probably guaranteed to work. I mean, it brought out Godbert for crying out loud. I mean, wouldn't it be better just to search the forest? I mean, we might not find him, but at least we'll leave with our dignity intact. Oh. Well. It's not like we got a choice here. Okay, so which one of these two dances will be less humiliating to do? Okay, I've decided. We'll go with the Mandeville Mambo. I actually kind of like that one, even if it is stupid. Oh, man. Okay, boys, just follow my lead and please don't think any less of me for this. Oh my god. They're just looking at her like she's lost her mind. In a way, she probably did. Oh my god. At least they're having fun. If someone's having fun, it is a crime to try to stop it. Hark! What familiar, gentlemanly gyrations are these? Did he bleach his clothes or something? What the heck? He's got the accessories. Oh my god, what the hell? Light Warden, the forgiven gentleman? No way. Are we gonna fight him? Oh, please say yes! Yes! No! How dare you get my hopes up like that? Okay, I can see why he's scaring people. On your guard, it's a Sin Eater! No, wait, that's no Sin Eater. It's Hildibrand. Oh, I'm having a fun time now. Hildibrand? Who is this Hildibrand of whom you speak? I am the forgiven gentleman, devourer of sins, light warden extraordinaire. Sure. You might occasionally moonlight as a zombie overlord, but trust me, you're a gentleman inspector. Oh yeah, we don't have, like, any of his zombie minions to help us out here, do we? Oh, Inspector. Sin Eater, Inspector. Sin Eater. You're acquainted with this, gentleman? Kinda. Alright then, clearly your friend has been through a lot, but still, how did he get it in his head he's a Sin Eater? It was probably through a series of hilarious events. Is there no way to bring back his memories? Explosives? We're still trying to save him, right? Oh, how long has she been waiting for this? Oh, I didn't know it bounces. Oh, forget Blitzball. We should have like a volleyball team here. Okay, that was awesome animation. Oh, that brings back fond memories. Oh, we destroyed his wings. Wicked White, we've killed him! Oh, relax. They've probably never seen anything like him. I say, Claire, I have resigned myself to Nashu's ungentle methodology, but you too, my brutish friend. Brutish? You're the one going around scaring people! Welcome to the insanity, boys. Never mind that. I do not recall the world being quite so purple. Previously, I was with Nashu and Greg, wandering the bizarre, shadowy realm known as the Interspectorial Rift. Oh boy, here comes the Mancers. Oh wow, this was a while ago, wasn't it? How long has he been here in the first? Where am I? Who am I? Okay, that's not creepy at all. That sickening light, that aggressive posturing, I know what you are. You're one of them, ain't you? What you need is a good old-fashioned dwarven Deccan! Piss off, ghost! Oh my god. Oh, wow. You go, girl. Of course. Of course. Wow, so he must have been out there all night. And while all of this was happening, we were dealing with Hildibrand at the top of the tower. Oh, no. Oh. I guess he doesn't realize that he's on top of someone. Like, literally only holding on by his head, like by his neck. Oh my god. What the hell am I watching? It's freaking out. I don't blame it. Run for your lives. It's a sin eater. Sin eater? That's it? I don't get it. How does he get in his head he's a sin eater just because he sees one? I'll be damned. I saw a vision of the man's past. No wonder he became convinced he was a sin eater. Really? I saw it too. It was quite possibly the most ridiculous memory I've ever seen. Just hang on and enjoy the ride, buddy. Answer me, my faithful assistant. Where are we, and why is it so purple? What's wrong with purple? Purple's great. The first? The first what? Are you telling me we somehow traveled to an entirely different world? Good God, to think that I have transcended the very boundaries of time and space. But worry not, my adoring fans. Hildibrand, Agent of Enquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, will return to you forthwith. You can just see the looks on their faces. It's like, what the hell did we get ourselves into? It's alright, boys. You'll be alright. Okay, yes! Sleeping Gentleman. Unfortunately, there's only 2 quests for Hildibrand, which seems a downright shame to me. Okay, so, Fanard? Explosions, dwarven Decans, is there nothing this man can't withstand? Well, his mother, probably. I can't help but feel that this is not what the Echo was intended for. Why not? Okay, a soulful reunion! Hildibrand is back and full of spectral beams. I've enjoyed the time I've spent in this far-flung first that I can remember. We should be getting back to our own world soon. Would you happen to know how we might go about doing that? Restore my soul with a spirit vessel. Say no more. Your cursory description was more than enough for me to grasp the concept completely. It is not unlike brewing the perfect cup of coffee, which means our task is clear. We require the services of a skilled soul summoner. Okay, we require the services of Betlug, actually. Splendid! I see that even in this world you rub shoulders with the cream. Let us pay this Betlug a visit. I'm not sure what you're planning to do with souls, but if you require Betlug's assistance, we can help. They've aided us time and again, and I reckon they do the same for your friend here. Come with us to the Cabinet of Curiosity. Yeah, okay. Come on, Hildy. Let's head on back. The first has been through enough, Hildibrand. It really has. I don't think that it can handle your antics right now. I can barely handle your antics right now. So let's send you back home where the damage that you do won't be as catastrophic, because there's really not much space left here in the first. Yeah. It's only going to get funnier, isn't it? I have a feeling it's only going to get funnier from here on out. So it's going to be kind of hard to top that volleyball explosive scene. And that memory, my god, did they have to focus on that? I needed this. I haven't had a good laugh in a while. Oh, there they are. Seeing as he's a friend of the Warrior of Light herself, I should have known, but this Hildibrand is no ordinary man. No, what he is a very good question. I'm eager to return home. I will miss this strange world. Perhaps we can visit it again someday? Surely there are cases here that require my preeminent powers of deduction. If you're ready, I'll call for Betlug. The genius soul summoner. You've come highly recommended by Claire, and what an adorable little puppy you have. Oh, he's not gonna like that. So, what? Puppy? I beg your pardon, but there seems to be some confusion. Puppy? Who is this imbecile Claire? I've half a mind to make him dig a hole so I can throw him in it. But I presume he is a friend of yours, and one in need no less? Was it that obvious? What? Another of your friends that needs to be sent back to the source? Have you forgotten how complex and difficult it was to do it the last time? And you waltz in here and ask me this favor with the air of one shopping for a new hat. His case is no different from the others, at least. He is present only in soul, as they were. You'll need another spirit vessel, of course. You don't happen to have one on you already, do you? Oh, that's a good question. Wait, we do have one? Entrusted to you by the Crystal Exarch, you say? If only he knew how you were using it. Oh, right, he did give us that, didn't he? Fortunately, I have a proxy on hand. We'll be using it to treat patients at risk of transforming into eaters, but I suppose it's due for a change of pace. There is, however, one concern. In case I didn't make it clear before, the process can place great strain upon one's soul. If he is lacking in resilience, then there's a chance his will not survive, as his very essence will be rent asunder. I think there's some grammar problems there. It's a risk I'm willing to take. After what he's lived through, it would be implausibly anticlimactic for him to die like that. Aha, Claire knows me all too well. I assure you, my good Summoner, who is most certainly not a dog, you needn't worry for Hildibrand Helianor Maximilian Manderville. Yes, I did get the impression that the gods themselves could not kill him if they tried. And they have. Come along then, Hildy. I can't be bothered to remember that name. 1,000 thanks. Simply point me to this soul siphon and I shall hop right in it. The rest of you can wait here. I promise I won't hurt him, no matter how much I may be tempted. I love that look. I really do. Oh, I forgot about that, though. I mean, the Exarch did... Graha did entrust us with his spirit vessel. I didn't think we still had it, though. You will be pleased to know that the progress was smooth and uneventful. Honestly, I was hoping for more of a challenge. All you need to do is take his spirit vessel back to the source and bring it in contact with his corporeal body. He should awaken immediately with his soul and memories intact. If there's nothing else, Von Rod and I should be getting back to our duties. It was a pleasure, Claire, if all too brief. I won't pretend I understood even a fraction of what happened, but I'm glad I was there for it. Till we meet again, rest assured that Thevnar and I will do our damnedest to look after the people here in your absence. Good guys. Glad to see that they're doing well. Okay, heading back. But man, Beklug, you were pretty savage there. You really were. Okay. Okay, so let's... So we're going back to Kama. So we're going to head back in here, awaken the sleeping prince, and let the hilarity continue. And why is his body not here anymore? Please tell me that everything's just lagging. You're back! Not a moment too soon. We have an emergency on our hands. Brightly glowing spirit vessel that currently houses the resolute soul of Inspector Hildibrand. The Inspector's soul is in this, you say? That's great, but we have another problem now. The Inspector's body has gone missing. We went to the market to do some shopping, and when we came back, he was nowhere to be found. I double-checked that every door was locked before we left, but there's nothing to suggest someone forced their way in. We got a case on our hands, the case of the evaporating inspector. We must begin our investigation at once. Come on, let's start looking for witnesses. Really? How could the body just get up and walk away? I mean, it is the inspector, so maybe he could have. Did I see anyone getting carried out of the house, you ask? I was too distracted with stock taking to take note of any comings or goings. Sorry I couldn't be of more help. I didn't see anyone carry a person out of that house, no. But I did see a man carrying a particularly large sack, so heavy he strained to lift it. Didn't think much of it at the time, but now that you mention it, it was a bit suspicious. Ah, there you are. This man says he has vital information that will help us in our investigation. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. I am Delion, editor-in-chief of the Thavnarian Truth, a monthly publication devoted to exploring unexplained and otherworldly phenomena of our island. Your companion shared with me the news of your friend's disappearance, and I happen to know precisely who is behind the incident, but I fear you may not like the answer, for the kidnapper is not of the star. They come from the heavens, from beyond the great expanse. They descend in curious saucer-shaped airships to study our world, our society, our buildings, our very bodies. You shudder, no doubt, as you realize of whom I speak. It couldn't be, you protest. Oh, but it could, and it is! Your dear friend, the inspector, has been abducted by aliens! Well, okay. Oh, but he'll be fine, you assure yourself. After all, they just want to understand us better. You poor deluded child. That they do. But to what end? Why else? That they might one day take over our world! This just keeps getting better and better. What is worse, they plot to do so with the aid of collaborators, for the Sharlians are in league with our would-be overlords, providing the aliens with vital information of our vulnerabilities in exchange for a position of power within their reign. The final days was also the work of these alien invaders, an attempt to sow chaos that our world would be easier to conquer. Blessedly, it was thwarted, if only by dumb luck, as those that did the thwarting were blissfully unaware of the true nature of the threat. That person standing right in front of you and has a better idea than you could possibly know. I'd hoped the setback would discourage the aliens from coming back, if not move them to abandon their ambitions. But it would seem events have only emboldened them. If they are indeed carrying out abductions here in Razad Han, even as we speak, your friend lays prone on a sterile bed in the base of their surface of the moon, where they poke and probe him with inscrutable instruments as their floppy ears wiggle with fiendish delight. But I have said too much. I must continue my investigation. The fate of our world could be at stake! Okay. This just keeps getting weirder and weirder. Oh no, that sounds awful! We have to go to the moon and save the inspector at once! Oh, her stalker's right behind her. Well, at least he got the floppy ears part right. That's true. I'll give her that. Oh, and her stalker's gone now. Huh? So you don't think the inspector is somewhere getting probed by aliens? But if not them, then who's probing him? Who's probing him? A man carrying a suspiciously large sack? That sounds promising. Maybe someone else can tell us more. Oh, Nashu. Nashu. Someone up ahead may have seen something. Let's ask around. Oh, she's coming with us! That's nice. If anyone can lead us to Inspector Hildibrand, it'll be that man with the large sack. I know it. Nashu, I just want to bottle up like this innocence that you have. I really do. Discuss the Arcasadora. Paragaha and his family are the nicest people. They got such gentle eyes and long snouts too, longer than anyone I've seen in Eorzea. Oh gee, I wonder why. Couldn't be that they're elephants, maybe? The man with the sack. Indeed, I couldn't help but take note of him as he passed, trying ever so very hard to be inconspicuous as he was. He descended into Aladah's path, then went on over to the fountain where he met with a merchant, I believe. Such a hefty sack it was. My mind was racing with the possibilities of what it might contain. That had to be our man, right? We need to hunt down this merchant. So, by the fountain, can we just jump down? Oh! Good to see. It's incredible, isn't it? It reminds me of the giant statue of Lord Godford at the Gold Saucer. Once the inspector's back on his feet, we'll have to show him. I'm sure he'll love it. A man with a large sack. Ha, you bet I saw him. In fact, I sold him my chocobo. At first I told him to get lost. That bird and I go way back, and so forth. But he was in a hurry and his offer was very generous. When you're in my line of work, you can't afford to get too sentimental, and now I can buy a whole stable's worth of chocobos. Did he say where he was planning to go next? He was muttering something about having to get to Saltwind's welcome in a hurry. Perhaps that's why he was desperate for a chocobo. It's a long way to go on foot, never mind the sack. Did you hear that, Claire? We need to head to Saltwind's welcome right away. Why would someone take a sleeping man's body? I don't like where this is going. I mean, we kind of have the inspector with us in the form of my minion. Can we not just give the minion to Nashu and just tell her that it's him, he just got turned into a minion? I mean, she might believe it. So where is Saltwind's welcome? On the shore of the beach. Let's teleport straight there. Here we are, which means the mysterious man with the mysterious sack must be near. Keep your eyes peeled. Over there! That man is definitely up to no good, she says with a big smile. Maybe he's waiting for a co-conspirator. You should stay out of sight and watch what happens. Oh wow, we waited for a while. It's already daybreak. I knew it. Ah, Mr. Chupacabra? But he expressively told us that he put his evil schemes behind him. He wouldn't lie, would he? Goods appear to be none the worse for wear. Very well, your payment as promised. My client will be most pleased. Your client? Who would want to have a body? Come on. Ooh, is it Godbert? I mean, it might be Godbert. That's not Godbert. What the heck? Oh no, is he going to feed the inspector to that giant sea monster? Nashu, I know he came out of the sea, but it is an honor and a pleasure as always, Dr. Lugain. I have faith this specimen will meet with your satisfaction.
So this is the one said to be the strongest, most resilient in all the world, the Mandeville man.
None other. He has weathered countless explosions and a multitude of mortal abuses. martial abuses, including a devastating suplex I myself did witness. He's even said he survived the journey to Dalamud itself, and survived the Lesser Moon's fall with nary a scratch. When it puts it all together like that, it makes you wonder what the hell he is. Most fortunately for us, he has fallen into a coma from which I am assured he will never awake. You're free to do with his body as you please.
Even the mightiest of warriors can't fight while asleep. Those meddlers may have gotten the better of me and my beautiful boy in the Tower of Babel, but my next child will be all but invincible. With this body mine to command, I will extract a bloody, glorious revenge.
And I know who this guy is now. Oh my god, what's he doing here? Forgive me my boldness, Dr. Lugain, but when might I expect the rest of my payment? I have debts that must be repaid.
Worry not, with the Telophorite gone for good, the vast fortune of House Brutus is entirely at my disposal. I shall shower you with wealth, my loyal minion.
And gladly shall I accept the spoils, Doctor, the resolve never to renounce my wicked ways, for surely this time I will suffer no comeuppance. Oh boy, he's in for a nasty shock.
No, not you, not now. Bah, I must away.
Wait, Dr. Lugain! My payment! Wake up, Inspector! Hey, careful with that. Could it be? The world's no longer purple!
Stop moving, damn you! You're supposed to be a comatose centerpiece of my glorious revenge!
Oh, wow. Of course. Of course. Oh, no. Darn. Mommy! What am I watching? I was so cliche! Oh no, don't tell me we're actually going to the moon! Where are we? Not again! How are you gonna get out of this one? Buttons on a missile? Okay. Yeah, great idea! Now you can go even faster into the ground. Okay. Normally I would worry about physics, but hey.
No!
Okay. I like how he got hit directly in the face by a missile, and yet that's the only part of him that's not destroyed, apparently. Oh! I guess he's changing it up a bit. That's a brand new pose. Okay. That was fun. I say, that was a rather dramatic series of events to awaken to, but more importantly, after a brief detour, I find myself in my own world once more. My most sincere apologies for causing you such trouble, my loyal assistants, but rejoice! For Hildibrand, Agents of Inquiry Inspector Extraordinaire has made his triumphant return! What? No. What the hell? No way! You mean the alien thing was real? Oh, this guy has such bad luck! But then he has really good luck. How does that work? Oh my god, was that the stalker? Where are all the birds coming from? There was nothing underneath him! Like, where is all of this coming from? Oh! How did all that fit in there? Wait, Inspector! I knew it's an alien abduction, and to think I would have the chance to witness one with my own eyes. This month's issue of the Thavnarian Truth shall be the best one yet! What the heck was all that? Like, what were the odds? Just when I thought we finally had the inspector back, off he went, and then came back, and then floated off again. So he really did go to the moon? I mean, what was the point in bringing him back down with the missile? If he was going off to the moon anyway, and then just putting a step between, like flying off to the moon and then landing on the moon. I mean, where else would he be? Like, what the heck am I watching? Like, what is this madness? I know it's not the first time that he's taken to the skies without warning, but still, it's always a little disappointing. So there's no use crying over flying inspectors. Let's return to Razadhan. Crying over flying inspectors? That's not something you hear every day. Oh, poor Nashu has to deal with this. I feel like, I feel a little bit like I'm Alice and I just gone through the looking glass and I'm in a world meeting strange people. And the thing is, it's all Hildibrand, so you accept it. Like, is this what happens when the dev team go without Hildibrand quests for a long time? They just have to put all their humor into, like, a series of these small quests? Like, I think that's what they do. They put all of their humor into the Hildibrand quest lines. And since they'd gone so long without Hildibrand, they had a lot of humor built up they had to get out. Oh look, there he is! We found him! Oh, Inspector, why have you left me again? And where are you gone? No, this won't do. Get it together, Nashu. There's a case to be solved. Just you wait, Inspector. Your loyal assistant Nashu will solve the mystery of your disappearance. Again! And don't you worry, Claire. As soon as I have a new lead, you'll be the first to know. Till next time. I'm looking forward to it. So, are we going to have like a little preview for next time? I hope so. Please say that we do. I need to know. Meanwhile, and Mayor Lamentorum. Oh, please tell me you're not gonna bug the Watcher now. Then again, he might get a kick out of this whole thing. What the hell? I mean, he's like half the size of that thing. Oh no. What's going on now? What the heck? Oh my god! Oh my god. Is that a pew-poo from Final Fantasy VIII? Of course he falls in love with that. I think that's a poo-poo from Final Fantasy VIII, though. Am I wrong here? It's behind an explosive passe. You'll find the crime, crack the case in a flash. Oh my god! See you, Inspector. Oh my god! What the heck? What was all that? Oh, I hope they make that into a mount, that flying saucer thing. Please tell me they make that into a mount, and that will be our reward at the end of this madness. Don't you worry, Inspector. Nashu's on the case, and rest assured, blah blah. I need to go, I'm sorry. I'm cracking up here. But god, that was hilarious. It makes me wish that I waited until the end when we had all of Hildibrand out so I could do it all in one go. I can't wait for next time, though. Okay, so that's it. Thank you for watching and joining me on this trip of insanity. So until next time, everyone, thank you.